Good morning. I make this video fully aware of the irony that I've used this name that I'm going to be talking about to describe us. And I used it because we don't really have another name for this species, just humanity. We call ourselves human. We like to think ourselves as human. I consider myself, or try to, as human. But the reality is, human is not a species. What humanity is, it's a title. And this title typically goes to the species that is the most humane, the species that is the most empathetic, the species that exhibits the greatest display of kindness within its own species and observed between others, how one species would treat another. Now, you understand what humanity is, and you see that what we are is anything but that. We are not human, and honestly, in this next millennium, we need to really reevaluate what it is to be that, and we simply aren't. In this new millennium, we have lost that title. We have no right to call ourselves human. What is human? What is human then? Any animal can be human. Any being on this planet can be human if it exhibits high amounts of empathy and showcases great amounts of kindness, like I said. So we look at this and we see that the real most human animal is the elephant. I find it very interesting, as this is pretty much humanity's first real rival. We undermine how intelligent they are. We undermine just how aware these beings are. They are the most human thing on this planet. They stick with ritual, and they are still very caring. They still show great signs of empathy within their own species. While it's not as wide as seen in humans, and our ability to take care of animals, elephants too are able to do the same. And I know I said that about humans, but the animals we take care of, we ruined their habitat. We take care of them because we're the problem. But in this millennium, we are going to be questioning what makes us human, and we are not human. We've lost this title. We've lost it for thousands of years, but now as a human, I'm saying we no longer deserve that rank of human. Strip it off right now. And if you want it back, then I challenge you. I challenge you to be human. I challenge you to showcase empathy. I challenge you to showcase kindness over cruelty, because these are the only expressions that matter. Kindness, cruelty, pleasure, and pain. Which expression are you willing to showcase? Good and evil, completely moral. These are entirely based on era, on region. These don't exist. But kindness, cruelty, pleasure, and pain, these absolutely exist, and the effects of these things are the only things that last, are the only things that ripple. And for us, we are quite destructive. The message this morning is simply this one: we are not human. That is a title. It is a ranking that goes to the most humane. We are a species that are currently responsible for a present mass extinction event. We're the only species to be responsible for mass extinction. Whatever we are, It is simply not human. Once more, I give that title to the elephant, and I hope we can learn that these are beings, these are tribes, these aren't just animals that belong in a zoo or perform for us. Any elephant in captivity is essentially a slave. Anything that's not there for specifically for its care, and it's there for presentation or show, it's a slave. There are many animals like this, and I plan to put up a system that kind of humbles whatever our species is. As of now, without being a human, our species is now unnamed. What do we call ourselves? Homo sapien. We can go with our Latin names, I guess, but you know, we really need something that's more, well, pet name, like cat, giraffe, shark, whatever. What are we? What do we call ourselves? Because it's not human. I do have an idea of what we will name ourselves. In this new culture, in this new humanity, what we will call ourselves, that's not human. An actual name for us, and I want to cover it in another vid because the name I've selected does have a lot of meaning. And I want to cover every last bit of it. But for now, just know that our title of human, it's been stripped. I think we've all seen enough. I think the animal kingdom has seen enough. We hate ourselves. We hate so much about our nature, both internally and externally, and we are so cruel. We are a very cruel species. We lack empathy despite being a species capable of so much of it. So, when that time comes, we will know. We will know exactly what we are. And this name will be something fitting for us, hopefully for the next 1,000 years. This channel is building a culture. This channel is building a new humanity. This one we think we are is broken. Well, you can see I'm still using humanity because even now, you know, it was used for so long as the name of this animal species. It's going to take some time for even me to get used to the stripping of this name and the using of the new. So for now, this video isn't any kind of warning. This video isn't anything spiritual. What this video is, again, is a reshaping of what we, the species, are. And what we are is no longer human. We are going to name ourselves in this millennium. And my next video will cover that. So thanks again for listening. This was a fairly short one that I hope to revisit another time. But for now, I challenge you to be that human. Have us try to see how we can get that title back. What can we do to really get that title back? How do we become human again? That's going to be our journey for the next millennium. How do we become human once more?